Might makes right, or does it? G'day and welcome to Small Steps Through Life. Today we're at Nikau Reserve and I'm looking at the idea of might makes right. And what I mean about that is the idea that our society has defined that which is the right thing to do as being driven by those that have power. It could be they've got power by virtue of their job, by virtue of money, by virtue of fame. But is that correct? And one of the things I've noticed is that it's frequently not correct. What we get to see is we get to see people trying to espouse that their ideas are the best. We all do it. We all live our lives doing what we, from our value system, think is the most right thing to do. And that makes sense, even though there's definitely going to be times that we're wrong. And that would balance out if everybody got an equal voice. Because what would happen is you'd end up with a degree more consensus. You'd end up with a wrong answer being challenged by somebody with a better answer. Unfortunately, in our society, we don't use that system in many places. In many places, we use the idea of having a leader. Nowhere in the world is it more evident than when there's a dictator. Dictators might be great most of the time, but a dictator with a bad idea that can't be challenged is going to sway the whole country, as in distort. Once you realize that, you can start looking at things and thinking, okay, if might is the thing that drives right, then maybe it's time to evaluate people on a different criteria. Evaluate ideas on a different criteria. Look at them without a value structure behind it. In other words, just because they've got more money or less money, the idea has the same amount of merit. It doesn't make any difference. Fame or no fame, it doesn't make any difference. What that means is we can then learn off anybody. I love it. A receptionist, I can learn off. A cleaner, I can learn off. A CEO, I can learn off. I don't care. Each of them has a unique insight that I can grow with, and so can you. But it is important that you calibrate correctly. Look at who you're listening to. Evaluate. Don't base your evaluation on their title, base it on their information. So who are you going to listen to next? What new insights might you find? And on that note, I'm going to say, see you later.